I'm Bambi Francisco for Vader News. I'm continuing my discussion with Tim Musgrove. He's the CEO of Digger. Tim, thanks for sticking around. You are launching a new product, I guess, for publishers.
Yeah, we are.
To help publishers automate the tagging and categorizing, which is a real pain for publishers, having my own publishing site here. So let's take a look and show us exactly what publishers can expect. We're taking a look now at the, which site is this?
It's the Star-Telegram. So this is the McClatchy newspaper, which is for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And
okay.
I think we're in the middle of the index, looking at how many thousands of topics we're generating.
Let's scroll up to see what the page actually looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, so it kind of looks like that. Okay.
Star-Telegram. This is just the alphabetical, index.
So these are topics that your technology has pulled out.
That's right. That's the important thing, is there's no need for an editorial staff, with human labor to define the 5,000 official topics of the newspaper.
Right.
Instead, it comes through the articles and says, this is what's getting talked about on your newspaper.
Okay. And so you were able to, we looked at the automotive industry. What is your service doing? What is your technology?
What our service is doing is it's pulled out from tens of thousands of newspaper articles that there's a cluster of them that are all about the automotive industry. And here's the beginning, and you can click more. Here's from the partner sites, other newspapers in the McClatchy network. And then our tool goes and grabs relevant photos and videos and blogs and things from around the web. It shows related topics, so we know that Volkswagen and Volvo and so on are sort of subtopics within the automotive industry. And so no humans have to be involved combing through all the data every day to keep this page up to date. It just freshens itself.
Anyone in the media industry, really, just especially editors, are getting kind of fuming at you right now because you're creating new technology so to replace their jobs. Is this a value proposition to some of the online newspapers out there that you don't need to? Because right now you can use a lot of tagging. A lot of journalists do their own tagging.
Yeah.
You don't have a particular editor that actually categorizes things. You can choose your categories.
Yeah.
How does this make it easier to, that's what we do. We have our own taxonomy of categories, small, and then we use tags.
Well, in a newspaper like, the Star-Telegram, there's really tens of thousands of topics that are validly talked about. So that's asking for a lot of tagging. And in a lot of editorial organizations, it's actually a little bit like herding cats, trying to get all the journalists to use the same tagging system. One will write Federal Reserve, the other will write the Fed, and they're calling suddenly the same thing by two different names, and this fixes that. You
bring that together. You understand the Fed and the Federal Reserve actually are together, and they fall into one category.
Absolutely. If you look at addiction, we've got Alcoholics Anonymous and drug rehab and substance abuse all placed under addiction, so it understands what belongs under what category.
And how are you working with? Is this McClatchy?
This is McClatchy
example.
So
how are you working with them? Are they paying you? What's the model here?
Well, it's a volume-based subscription price, so based on how many articles they ask us to tag, there's a monthly fee, and it's just a matter of making sure that they get, enough clicks and enough, Google traffic to their page.
There's a certain number for articles that you have to look through. So, per 1,000 articles, what do they pay you?
It's 1,000 articles, like 1,000 a month would
1,000 a day.
1,000 a day is fairly medium volume, and we might charge my sales guy is supposed to answer this question, but maybe a couple $1,000 a month, or something in that ballpark.
And then on top of that, there's additional fees. So if there's click-throughs to articles that you serve up, what else is in the model? What else do you get out of it?
We'll actually let publishers just pay that flat fee if they want to. We can do other kinds of models if we want to look at rev share or whatever.
And is this your push into the media industry to help them organize their pages and create categories?
Yeah, it's one of the big pushes. We have about 10 or so beta customers that are pretty similar name brands as this that are going to be coming out in the next 90 days. A lot of them, like McClatchy, are testing it on one site or two or three of their sites when they're a whole network, and then rolling it out in stages.
Okay. Who are the other sites you're working with, publishers?
Well, we're working with Health Central, that owns Dr. Coop and some, other medical websites. We're working with some of the CNET sites, of course.
Okay.
And, a few others.
Okay. Very good. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
Good luck with the launch. I've been speaking with Tim Musgrove. He is the CEO and founder of Digger. I'm Bambi Francisco.